The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
That's exactly what you're looking for, the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Watson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Play action. It's Smith. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Let's go.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's got room. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Michael Brocker's in on the stop. The Dolphins at 5-4 now on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing is Smith. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Open man is Waddle, complete. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his 14th touchdown now of the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action. Here's Smith. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, Smith. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Raheem Mostert, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On 1st down, Smith. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 44. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Out of the gun, Smith. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Smith on first down. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Watson, off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Ready? 18 ready.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Smith. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, it's Smith. He's got a man complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
That swung out to Mostert. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Tiger. Dragon 60.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Sanders on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Watson. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Watson on 1st down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Nick Needham picks it off.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expected miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. Pushes him over. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it?
has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Chubb running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up with a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Smith now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by John Johnson. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Now Geno. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on third down, Smith. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have to lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 31, Smith. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense had. And the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Faking the give. Now Watson. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Watson.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
York able to send this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Geno down to throw. It's brought in by Wilson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 30 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 141 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Sanders is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced to take it to 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns' drive about to get started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. To throw, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Here's Watson. Going for the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So a victory here.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang